Hello, Taurus. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. How you doing, my bull gang? I hope you're well. Thanks so much for stopping in here. I'm here on the weekend to do a reading for the week ahead. And as you know, whenever you get this, today, tomorrow, next year, it could resonate for you. It's not going to resonate for all of you right now because it is a general read. Please keep that in mind as you're watching. Please bring your discernment here to know what parts are for you and what parts you would just leave here for someone else. At the end of this video, I'm going to tell you how to find the extended reads, and also I'm going to talk a little bit about the private reads if you're interested in that, Taurus. Let's find out what's going on. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. One is flipped up here. What's the Three of Swords, by the way? Yeah, let's find out about Taurus. Let's find out what's going on for Taurus. We've got the Page of Wands. We've got the High Priestess. Is your intuition telling you something? Feels like this Page of Wands with the High Priestess is telling me that your intuition is on high about something, or you're excited about something. Do you have a little bit of excitement in the belly here? It feels like there is something that either you've been planning under the surface, or you are feeling like you will soon be leaving the crossroads of your life. I'm going to tell you, this is not that you feel it. I'm going to tell you, you're leaving the crossroads of your life. If you've been feeling stuck, you've been feeling stuck here. Oh, look at this here. Got a couple twos. Maybe you're seeing twos here. I feel like if you've been feeling stuck, Taurus, you are not going to be feeling stuck much longer. I think that your intuition, that you might be getting this excited feeling. And look, maybe there isn't anything that you know is coming up in the future. It could be very blatantly obvious to some of you, but I think for some of you it's not. And you're wondering why you have this little bit of excitement in the belly. And I think it's because something is about to change, or that there is something here that's about to show up, about to take action, or maybe somebody's about to take action to you. Let's find out what else is going on here. We've got the Four of Pentacles. This is you trying to shut down your intuition and saying, nah, that's not happening right now. I think that you're focusing on you, you're building your life, you're working in your day-to-days, you're going, seeing your friends, doing your thing. And I feel like this other pentacle here is telling me that there is something that is coming here. It feels like there is an opportunity showing up. Maybe you're like, you know what? I'll make my own damn opportunities. I don't need any opportunities from an external source. I'll do it for myself. We've got the Six of Wands at the center of the reading. It's the heart of the matter, Taurus. And we've got the Four of Swords. It feels like there's some healing that you've been doing. It feels like you are saying, look, I've done all the healing. I've done all the work. So what's going on? Like, things seem a little bit stagnant or slow. I think that this little tiny exciting feeling that you have in the belly here, Taurus, is saying that something is about to change. I feel like with the Two of Wands being here, it tells me that somebody is about to take action on something. Whether that's you or whether that's somebody else. Somebody's here is ready to take action on something and is ready to fight for something here. Some of you are fighting for healing. Some of you, it's like the calm before the storm. It's like, before I leave this place of my comfort that I've been for a while, before I go charging with my head down and my horns forward, Aries energy, I think I'm just going to take a moment. You know what this reminds me of? For those of you who are Slavic or are Ukrainian, you know what I'm talking about. The moment where we sit before we leave the house, right? I have some Slavic roots. And so you sit before you go, right? You sit for a minute with the family. That's what it feels like. This is the moment where you're sitting. Tell me more. We've got the Three of Pentacles. Oh, isn't that interesting? Because I always look at this particular depiction. I look at it as Three of Pentacles and one pentacle. And the Three Pentacles is here. And it does feel like you are getting organized, or you are really just focused on yourself, Taurus, getting your money organized, getting yourself organized, working really hard. 7 Pentacles is here. I feel like it's almost like a feeling of fighting for peace. You know what it feels like? You're working really hard or overworking or maybe doing a lot of overtime because there's something that's coming up that's exciting, Taurus, and I feel like you're feeling a little bit cynical about it. You're like, why do I get my hopes up? Why do I get my hopes up that something is going to change and then I'm just stuck with this feeling in the pit of my gut forever? It feels like something is changing, but it also feels like right now you're working or you're overworking in order to compensate, to try and drown out whatever it is that you're excited for, Taurus. There's something that's about to change. Something here is about to take flight or about to move. It feels like it's because, you've got to discipline your higher self. You've got to discipline the high priestess energy. The universe is saying, look, this is true. Something exciting is coming. It feels like after a long period of stagnancy or not going anywhere or not doing anything, it feels like something is coming up here that is going to make you excited. The excitement is building. I want to say with the 3 of Pentacles here, it feels like the excitement is building. After being shut off and shut down, or maybe not vulnerable, or maybe you haven't been going out. Maybe I'm talking about the last 2 weeks, right? Maybe you've just been home for the last couple of weeks not doing anything. I think things are about to move forward now. I think you're about to get some movement here. Tell me more. We've got the 5 of Swords, but there's that cynicism. You feel, Taurus, that 5 and 4 is 9. You feel like it's a feeling of worry. I feel like it's a feeling of excitement for you because I'm looking at the cards. Maybe you're not looking at the cards right now. Maybe you're just listening. But I feel like the 5 of Swords being here and the 4 of Swords, that's 9, right? And so it tells me that you think the feeling in the gut is worry. But understand that worry, like anxiety and excitement, are the same feeling. The only way that we can determine which is, are you being chased by a bear or something really good coming? If you're not being chased by a bear, chances are something very good might be coming. Let's put down a couple of cards on the side here. What's going on under the surface that you don't see? We've got the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. It feels like whatever is about to happen is going to rock you off of your usual stability. And we got the 5 of Wands in the reverse as well. So the 5 of Wands in the reverse for me is no more indecision. But the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse for me is throwing you off your center of gravity just a little bit. It feels like usually you're quite confident. Usually, I'm not going to second guess myself. It feels like right now you're second guessing yourself because you have a feeling that something is going down that you have no knowledge of, and you're unsure as to whether you should be excited about this or nervous about this. We've got the Empress on the bottom of the deck. Oh, Taurus. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at that. We've got the Emperor, the Empress, and we've got the Star. So it does feel like something is coming together. I'm going to say something here is coming together. There is somebody here who has been sedentary. No, and I don't mean that they've been inactive. I mean that this person has not been moving. They've not been making any moves, and you were hoping or expecting that they would. I feel like you've been holding on to your Empress energy, whoever you are, feminine or masculine. You've been holding on to your Empress energy, and I am not taking a step forward. If that Emperor wants to talk to me or has something to say to me, that person can come forward. I feel like the Star is here because I feel like this is your wish fulfillment. Now, I don't know what any of this is about. We're going to leave that right here because I think it's important that we talk about it, but I don't know what any of that is about. Let's clarify a little bit and see if we can get some details. But something new is about to go down here. Something is a little bit of something, a little bit of movement is what it feels like here. Let's clarify just a little bit. Tell me about Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Venus and Jupiter, where should we go first? Tell me about Taurus. Okay, we're gonna. Charlie said we should go for this Page of Wands and High Priestess first. Let's talk about this. Tell me about the Page of Wands. We've got the Page of Wands on the Page of Wands. Okay, so I feel like it is excitement. The Nine of Wands, but Taurus, you're used to getting hurt, or you're used to things not going your way. So I feel like automatically you think it's the Nine of Swords or the Nine of Wands. I feel like there is energy all around you at this time because, look at that, the Death card is here, because change is in the air. And that's what you're feeling. I feel that there's change in the air. There's transformation is here. You have closed an old chapter with the full moon, and you are now ready to move into a new chapter here. But I do feel like it was to the complete and total death of another cycle. So it feels like what you're feeling is excitement because your intuition is telling you, good job, Taurus, you did it. You did it. And so I feel like you're supposed to be listening to your intuition, because now that you have closed a chapter of pain, of feeling like the wounded warrior, said before, some people are unwell and go through life, unfortunately, in pain and being unwell. I'm talking about physical unwellness, right? But there are some people who become become the sickness that they are. It's like, hi, how you doing? And all of a sudden they rattle off all the things that are wrong with them in their health. But there are people who go through those very same things who do not identify as their sickness. They are people who live life and they happen to have a chronic illness that they deal with. And I feel like the universe is saying to you here that you finally closed the door to identifying as the illness, and now you're living life with a chronic illness. I'm not saying that you're chronically ill, but you know what I mean. I'm using it as a metaphor. So it feels like you've closed the door on the Nine of Wands, and now you're this excitement. It feels like that you're feeling in the belly with this high intuition here. We've got the Empress. There it is. We've got the Sun. Look at that, and we've got the Star. So wish fulfillment is here, my friend. It feels like you have leveled up. Now, this often happens around the full moon. If you are somebody who is psychic or highly intuitive, or somebody who uses your skills of intuition and psychic energy to help others, if you're very aware of it and you use it on a daily basis, then please chime off in the comments, because I feel like there is somebody here who over the full moon, your gifts have elevated, and that's why you're feeling the Knight of Wands and the High Priestess, is because your universal energy is here. It's saying the Star is notifying you there's wish fulfillment here. You have leveled up to the Empress energy. It is time for something to change here, because the Sun is coming out. You're about to witness something that has been only identified as nervousness in your belly from here. I feel like you're about to witness exactly what's going down here, because somebody is about to leave the crossroads. Tell me what this is here. We've got the King of Cups. The King of Cups is about to leave the crossroads and is about to express something here, possibly. Somebody in your life who has been holding how they feel about something under the surface. It could be romantic or platonic, but the King of Cups is somebody who is emotionally intelligent. So that person's going to wait. They're going to hold back. They're going to keep what they know underneath the surface, and they're only going to bring it out when they feel like it's safe to do so. So it feels like somebody here is leaving the crossroads. They're no longer in this place of planning. They're now moving forward here. We've got the Queen of Cups. Are you kidding me? Taurus. The King and the Queen of Cups are here, Taurus. The Empress and the Emperor with the Star, Taurus. The Star is here twice, Taurus. What's going on? We've got the Four of Cups. So I feel like there are two people who are emotionally connected or interested in each other emotionally, and it's been quiet. I feel like the King of Cups is the one who has been perpetuating the silence. I feel like the Queen of Cups is holding her position or his position as the Empress, somebody who is like, no, I'm not taking a step toward with the masculine leaning energy. I am staying in my Empress energy because I know that when it shows up for me, it's actually mine because I have manifested it. So it feels like someone, something, situation is about to show up here, Taurus. Where do we go next, Charlie? Let's go with the Chariot. Tell me about the Chariot, because momentum is building. That's what it looks like here. Momentum is building, and someone here is about to step forward. Tell me what this is. We've got the Two of Cups. Wow. The Two of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. Someone who you've been disconnected from, somebody who you've been detached from, completely detached from, or maybe our connection has fallen into lack. It feels like this person is about to speak honestly and truthfully about the Two of Cups. Somebody here wants to deepen the bond between you. This could be someone that you have in your life right now. Could be someone from the past. Look, the past is over here, and I just clarified the Three of Pentacles. This person wants to build. It feels like they want to build slowly with you, and it feels like this person has been holding back. They are probably someone who's been acting like the King of Cups, but look, they can be any sign. We've got Aquarius, Libra, Taurus. We've got the Sun, which is Leo. We've got Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. And we've got more Scorpio energy here. We've got fire energy, Sagittarius. We've got Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy here. We've got Cancer. We've got all sorts of energies on the table here. It could be that they are acting like the King of Cups. They don't have to be a water sign. They could have a water sign, but it feels like somebody here is stepping into their Queen of Swords energy, whether they are feminine or masculine. And look, the Queen of Swords does not step forward with the purpose of ruffling feathers. The Queen of Swords is trying to bring order. Okay, so this person is trying to bring order. It feels like you've been disconnected. Look, it could even be that you've been on the other side of the world from this person, or that you've just not been talking. Maybe the channel is open. Maybe you haven't blocked them. And I feel like it's the energy of two people who have each other's numbers, who other person's waiting for the other person to contact first. That's what it feels like here. We've got the Chariot, which brings up the Ace of Cups, which brings up the Two of Swords, and it brings up the Nine of Cups. So somebody here is ready to step forward, to begin something new. The Nine of Cups is the pre-Empress energy, right? We've got somebody here who's ready to birth a new cycle, and this decision-making process is at play with the Ace of Cups. Somebody is ready to open their heart, to tell you exactly their version of what wish fulfillment is. Somebody has decided that you are the wish fulfillment, but they are in their head, the Five of Swords, feeling a little cynical about how this is going to work out. I feel like this person feels like this is kind of nightmare fuel. The fact that they have to step forward tells me that they feel this is a little bit of anxiety-driven energy. So somebody is holding back from you, or not saying anything, or giving you intermittent communication because they have a feeling that something here is not right, or it might not work, or you might say no, or we have a difference of opinion. It feels like that somebody here is going to crack open the door just a little bit, Taurus, and is going to give you a little bit of some type of emotional energy here to see if you're going to bite. Because we've got they're going to give you some sort of really tiny effort, I'm going to say, because the Six of Pentacles is here. They want to know if you're going to open up to them reciprocally when they touch your arm, or they open the door, or they sit a little closer and snuggle in. It feels like somebody's waiting for reciprocal energy. This person is someone who's not super confident that you're going to say yes, or that you're going to move a little closer. That song keeps coming up, the Harvest Moon song. Yeah, I'm still in love with you on this harvest moon. So for some of you, it could be someone that you were in love with before. But for some of you, it could also be new because the Ace of Cups is here. It could be somebody that you have had your eye on or has had their eye on you. And it feels like we've been building this slowly, but it's been going in and out of we communicate, we don't. We communicate, we don't. We're going to go into the extended. We're going to clarify the rest of this here. We're going to talk about the Five of Swords. We're also going to talk about what's going to go on here and what is all of this. Like, just too much to do in one reading, so we're going to go into the extended. If you would like to come into the extended, please look at the top of the comment section. There is one pinned comment. It'll tell you how to get to the membership area. You can also purchase this one outright if you'd like to do that. There is a link there in the pinned comment if you'd like to just purchase this reading and not come into the membership area. And please know that I do have sales on right now on live readings. If you're interested in a live private read or interested in an extended read, not an extended read, sorry, the pre-recorded readings, if you're interested in a private read, you can find all of that in the pinned comment, bottom of the deck. Ooh wee, look, it just keeps coming. We got the Three of Cups. I'm just saying, for some of you, there's going to be a reunion. Now, when I say reunion, I don't mean somebody who's long ago. For some of you, it definitely could be that, but that's not what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like there is somebody who keeps coming close to you. Come a little bit closer, he says in the song, right? I keep telling you to look at the Harvest Moon lyrics. Maybe it wasn't your sign. I think it was actually Gemini that I told to look at it. But this is the Harvest Moon. And so I feel like there is something going on, like lyrics in that song that are going to make sense. But somebody keeps coming a little bit closer and pulling back, and coming a little bit closer and pulling back. So the Three of Cups is here. I feel like you're going to have a reunion with somebody here, and it's going to be a good one. That's why your intuition is going off here. We're going to go to the extended. If you'd like to be there, that's where we will be. If this is where we part, that's okay, because I'll be back with more readings. Love you guys. Have a great weekend, and I'll be back because I'm always back. Take care. Bye-bye.